your girl Shalane, and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the emergency allotment for the month of March. We also are going to be talking about one state ending SNAP benefits and how this April 16th deadline affects you. That's right, you, my darling. Then we're going to talk about college students and food stamps and the new bills regarding that and more, my darling. So if you want to know what's going on in the lovely world of EBT, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey, friends. My name is Shalay, and here on this channel, we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below when you're in, just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because you love me reporting to you everywhere we go. So you guys know that right now, Miles and I are taking like a vacation. I'm going to show it on my vlog channel, so subscribe to that. But yeah, so here we are, right? So this is what you get. I was going to do it outdoors. Let me know if you want me to film like outdoors, all right? But also definitely grab a copy of my ebook where I teach you how to make money on the go. So you guys see, I can record YouTube videos anywhere, my darling. So definitely pick that up for $14.97. And then grab you some Amazon Prime for 30 days free. Like, we know the price is increasing, but you can still try it out free on me. All right, so let's go ahead without further ado and kick things off with the emergency allotment for the month of March because more states have been added. Alabama will pay out April 1st. Arizona will issue with your state's regular issuance schedule with the exceptions of your last name beginning with the letters A and B. You will get your benefits on March 1st. Colorado will pay out March 6th through the 11th. Delaware, March 23rd. DC with the district's regular issuance schedule. Indiana, the 5th through the 23rd, odd days only. Georgia, what's up, my peaches? March 28th through the 31st. Hawaii, April 12th. Illinois, March 21st through the 29th. Indiana, March 5th through the 23rd, odd days only. Iowa, March 1st through the 10th. Kentucky, March 2nd through the 19th. Louisiana, March 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th. Maine, March 10th. Maryland, March 1st through the 31st. Michigan, March 19th through the 28th. New Hampshire, March 3rd and the 18th. New Jersey, March 1st through the 5th. New Mexico, March 1st through the 31st. New York, March 17th through March 30th. And then also the rest of the state, March 7th through the 17th. North Carolina, March 22nd through the 31st. Ohio, March 24th. Oklahoma, March 10th through the 15th. Oregon, March 10th. Pennsylvania, March 17th through the 30th. Rhode Island, March 3rd. South Carolina, March 1st through the 19th. Texas, March 7th through the 11th. Utah, March 27th. Virginia, March 16th. Washington, March 2nd. West Virginia, March 3rd. And Wisconsin, March 19th. Next, we're going to go ahead and discuss pandemic EBT for this school year. The following states have been approved, beginning with Colorado, who will pay out on June of 2022, and that's for the months of August through December of 2021. And then they're going to pay out from January through May of this year, will be paid out to you in August of 2022. Delaware will issue out August and September benefits in February, October and November in March, December and January in April, and then February and March will be paid out in May, and then benefits for April will be paid out in June, and that's for Delaware. Indiana will pay out on a quarterly basis. We got some things to discuss in Indiana as well. Keep on. Louisiana will issue out benefits from August through October and February, and then for months November through January and March, and then from February and March will pay out in April, and then for the rest of the month in April will pay out in May. Michigan is still going to pay pandemic EBT on a monthly basis. Minnesota will pay on a monthly basis. Nebraska is going to issue out summer 2021 benefits on March 11th. And then from August through October, they're going to pay out those benefits on April 20th. And then from November through January on May 19th. February and March will be paid out on June 16th. And then April and May will be paid out on August 16th. New Mexico is going to pay out on a monthly basis. North Carolina will pay out on a monthly basis. Ohio is going to pay out on a monthly basis for the rest of the school year. Rhode Island is going to pay out, between public and private school, they'll pay out at the beginning of March and then tentatively at the end of March as well. And then they're going to pay out both public and private in April. And then the rest of the school year will be on a monthly basis. Tennessee is going to issue out benefits from August of 2021 through April of 2022 in May of 2022, okay? And then benefits for May and June of this year will be paid out in July. Texas is going to issue out benefits for the months of August through December in late April. And then January through June will be paid out in August. Vermont will issue out for the months of September through January in one issuance. And then they're going to do for the months of February through June in another issuance. Virginia is going to issue out benefits from August through January, no later than March, and then a monthly basis. And then West Virginia is going to issue out benefits from August through December on April 11th. And then for the months of January through March, going to pay out on May 2nd. April and May will be paid out on July 22nd. And then last but definitely not least, Wisconsin is going to pay out the months of August, September, and October in a single distribution in March, and then benefits for November and December in April. So those are the states for the pandemic EBT for this school year. I know a lot of people were asking about summer pandemic EBT. When it drops, I got you. Okay. Now, guys, let's go ahead and go over to the Hoosier state. What's up, Indiana? Now, y'all gonna be mad at me, right? But I didn't have nothing to do with this. As of right now, your governor is going to end your benefits on April 16th. The current declaration that's in place goes until April 16th, and it's been going back and forth on if it's going to be extended through the end of the year. But even if the national emergency is still in place, states can cancel it on their own, right? But the word on the street is it may just end overall. The national emergency ends on April 16th, which means nobody will get emergency allotment. But either way it goes, in Indiana, your governor, Eric Holcomb, he signed a bill on Thursday that will go ahead and end those benefits for you. Now, Indiana has been receiving the COVID-19 benefits since April 2020 of last year, and they have received the maximum allotment for their household. So there's a new House bill that is House Bill 1001. This is why we got to keep up with these House bills, guys. Under this House bill, these benefits will expire on April 16th. Now, the benefits were expected to end 30 days after the termination of the state's emergency declaration, which is also set to expire on Friday. They passed this bill with the Senate on Tuesday, and they all voted that, hey, let's go ahead and end the benefits. So what does this mean for you? Well, you will still get your benefits for next month, but we also know that in November, the governor had stated that he would end the state's emergency declaration if that they can ensure 3 pandemic measures would remain in place. And so he wanted funding for like Medicaid and SNAP provisions, allowing the vaccination of children ages 5 to 11. So some of those provisions that he had, they were able to get those things completed. So April 16th, unless something changes in Indiana, your benefits will be ending. For the rest of us, even if your state still has the emergency declaration in place, if the president goes ahead and does not extend it on April 16th, then your benefits will end for the emergency allotment as well. And I get a lot of people are like, Shalay, look, there is still a pandemic out here. I know the numbers are down, but a lot of people are just struggling. 100%. I'll see what other programs that I can bring to you guys, but that's where we're at now. So definitely prepare yourselves or govern yourselves accordingly. Okay. That's what we say in church. Govern yourselves accordingly. It is now March. So you have like a month to kind of make sure you're stacked up, and your benefits will still stay or remain on your card 1 year. So if you don't use them, remember you have 1 year to do so. Next, we're going to discuss overpayments for SNAP benefits. Now, this next story is going to specifically apply to Colorado because Colorado is doing some things a bit strange. Okay, a new report came out about the Colorado Center for Law, and it showed that Colorado's 64 counties made mistakes when they were issuing food stamps through SNAP. So it's actually mandated in Colorado policy that any SNAP overpayments would have to be repaid, or even legal actions can be taken. Yeah, even if it's not your fault, right? Listen here. The group reviewed pages of 2019 hearings and decisions regarding the state's administration of SNAP benefits, and they found that the majority of the overpayment claims were as a result of the agency's error. The data showed that the counties made up about 2/3 of the overpayments, which total about $12.6 million that they had overpaid. And it was pretty much stated like there was some miscalculating income, or even that they didn't process the reports correctly, which leads to the overissuing of the SNAP benefits. So when the overpayments do happen, the recipients are responsible for paying back the overage dating back to 1 year. Now, if fraud is determined, then the repayments can go up to 6 years. So if you owe the money and just say they miscalculated your benefits, you have 1 year to pay it back. And if they determine that, hey, maybe you fraudulently did some, or, you submitted paperwork fraudulently that you shouldn't have done, then they could go back 6 years and issue out those payments. Now, this report also was stating that a lot of times when, people are going to court, they can't afford like the best prosecution or the best legal aid, and things need to be done as well. So if you get a letter in Colorado or they're saying, hey, you owe back benefits, you probably want to go ahead and address that, because one, it could be correct, and two, you don't want any legal action taken against you. And even if it wasn't your fault, you can still have to pay these benefits back. I know. I don't know if it's like that in other states. Let me know. Comment down below if you had a SNAP overpayment that you had to pay back. How did that process work? I haven't seen this, but this is only right now that I've seen in Colorado. Next, we are moving over to SNAP benefits for college students, which a lot of senators are calling on the USDA to clarify which college students are still eligible for SNAP benefits. Because guys, as this thing is, coming to an end, or so they say, normalcy, right? They're going to start removing some of these benefits. So several members of Congress, including Senators Mark Warner and Tim Kaine, say that this needs to be addressed, the food insecurity among certain groups of students. And he released a letter urging lawmakers at the USDA to issue clarifying guidance on the eligibility for the SNAP program. They said, hey, look, college students represent the future of America. It is not only critical that we don't saddle students with debt, but the administration should also use its executive authority to issue low-income students who have information they need to access SNAP and other federal benefits to help them stay focused and successful in their studies. So the lawmakers want the USDA to pretty much clarify which groups do qualify, what are the work requirements, if there are any. Also, the federal and work study programs, is this for students enrolled in community college or universities only? What about students that are, enrolled in like tech programs as well? So they hey, give us some information to let us know who qualifies, how long do they get it, what do we use to qualify as income, do they have to work as well? So we'll see what's going on there. And that's all we have going on today. It was a long video, right? It was a long one. I'm sorry. I should have warned you, but let me know exactly what do you guys think regarding the emergency declaration ending in states, and also states just ending the emergency allotment. Do you think it's still needed? Do you think the pandemic is over? Are y'all hey, we're back to normal, Chalet, we are good? Or are you nope, it's not over? Also, let me know, what do you think about overpayments? Have you ever had to pay one back? And then grab my ebook, y'all. As you can see, I'm up here on vacation and I'm recording. This life is available to you too, my darling. So grab my ebook, if not for you, for a friend, for somebody else. It's $14.97. You can go ahead, if taxes didn't drop, grab some. And then get some Amazon Prime. And that's all I have, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.